is what it is.
Thing I want you to do for me.
Get the fuck. Stop.
Thing I want you to do for me.
What?
Come here.
What?
Win.
What are we waiting for? Take this!
15 seconds left in the game. 10 seconds. Moore shoots it down the ice. Law makes the save. Ladies and gentlemen, the Flyers are going to win the Stanley Cup! Into Kairi. Knocked away by Cheeks and a steal. Cheeks will use up the clock. Goes Malone. And let me do it. And look at the Sixer bench. They know it.
That defense, right again, that defense comes up with a big play.
Brad Lynn stretches. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
Lines them up. He's back again. He steps up. He's hit. He stumbles. He is throwing it deep for the end zone, and it is batted around and incomplete. And the game is over. The game is over. The Philadelphia Eagles are Super Bowl champions. Eagles fans everywhere, this is for you.
Welcome to the Complex 444 Philly Sports Talk. I am your host, Willy Gunz. With me is my man, Kairi Goins.
Yo.
He's the Sixers guy, and that's what we're going to talk. A big...
Iverson draws George now. Watch this. Big, nice play.
Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Here they come, Philadelphia, on the run. Stand up and cheer. Number one, Philadelphia, here they come, team of the year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sixers. 10, 9, 8, 76ers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sixers. 10, 9, 8, 76ers. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia
Here we go. I told you I was going to do it, man. I told you I was going to play the strobe light. Celebrating a huge Sixers victory. I don't care. People think that we should have won by more. Big Ben didn't shoot well from the free throw line. That's the reason why it wasn't a big-time double-digit win the way it could have been. Embiid, early in the game, got into some bad foul trouble, man, and it was scary.
Yeah, man.
But Tobias Harris picked it up.
Yeah, Kairi.
We wound up winning this game 125-118. And early in the fourth quarter, I saw a bad turnover, and I was like, wow, I didn't see that many during this game. And at that time, it was 10-9 turnovers in favor of the Sixers, I believe. So the Sixers bowled out, man. Besides free throw shooting for Big Ben and B getting into foul trouble, Seth Curry scored when he had to. Tobias Harris bangs out 37 points. And now our Sixers are up 1-0 against the Washington Wizards.
And we play what?
Wednesday. I wish we played Tuesday. What's our drink of choice, Mr. Kairi Gunz?
We got Bell's Too Hearted, man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man.
We got some twisted tea over here. Feeling a little twisted after that victory. What I took from it was the Washington Wizards have such great speed. They're a fast team. Beal's great off of the high pick and roll. So is Westbrook. I thought for the most part, the Sixers handled them. Handled them. I think the one guy that I don't want to see go off is that Bartons guy. Bartons, man.
Oh, the sniper.
Free from anywhere. Yeah, sniper. You
the
got
sniper.
that.
I think he's the second best three-point shooter statistically behind Steph.
Well, early in the game, it looked like the Sixers were going to start to run away with it. And like I said, MB got into foul trouble. I got scared. I really did. And then Tobias Harris, man, I've been saying this since we got him. I think Tobias Harris is going to be that guy that is going to pick up for Ben when Ben's having an off game, when Curry's not shooting well, when Danny Green's not shooting well. I think Harris is that guy that could take over a game.
I think he will be that guy now because we have Doc Rivers, his old coach.
It's funny because the most entertaining quarter of that whole game was the third quarter. The Sixers outscored Washington 38-31. But at one time, man, it was fast break after fast break, both teams just coming down. And it looked like Washington was starting to get back into their groove. But every time, Tobias Harris had a damn answer for them.
Mm-hmm. We need a player to take over like that if somebody's out or, I
mean, he's clearly
not playing well.
He's clearly a player because of his length, he uses it well, and not only that, he's a sniper. So you can't afford to leave him open at all.
Tobias?
For the most part, the Wizards weren't leaving him open.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the game, the first quarter, the Sixers, I think they didn't miss a bucket. I think they went it was 12 straight points, and they were all in the paint. It might have been 10 or 12, but it was all in the paint. So Doc Rivers had a plan, and the plan was to throw the Wizards off of their game, and it worked early. As you see, look at the second quarter, 34-34. It was even. Even Stevens at halftime was a 1-point notch for Washington.
Yeah.
And after that, the Sixers took it away in the third, and then the fourth was a little shaky at first, but then B came back in, and that's it. Sixers are victorious.
Yes.
And I need a twisted tea.
They just need to stop Bradley Beal, man, and maybe Russell Westbrook. I'm not worried about anybody else. Bertans can go off, but he's not going to give you 40. He's not going to give you 30.
Well, how do you feel about the game coming up Wednesday? How do you feel about that? Do you think
What's up, Jesse?
Hey, what's going on, Jess? Do you think that game it might be a 1-1 series? You know what I'm saying? Just because of what Bradley Beal's capable of, especially when his back's up against the wall?
I think Bradley Beal is going to give us one game at least with 60 points. I don't know if it'll be next game, but it'll probably be a home game for them.
Bradley Beal's scary, man. What player would you say he's like in the NBA of maybe all time or even now?
I don't know. I mean, he doesn't really have a game similar to anybody, I don't think. I think he's just
he's
a great one-on-one scorer.
He's a terrific three-point shooter. And anybody watching, if you have an opinion on it, feel free to chime in. But to me, Bradley Beal is a faster Kawhi Leonard. He doesn't have the size of Leonard, but just the way he can move that basketball and how good of a jump shot he has, how he can handle a double team. Although the Sixers with Thibault and Ben Simmons double team and Beal was one of the main reasons why the Sixers won this game. Even though Beal went off for his 33 or whatever the hell he had, it still wasn't what Washington needed for them to win.
I don't know if I go Kawhi Leonard. I'd say just because of the defensive aspect. You think Kawhi Leonard, you think of defense.
Well, I was just doing offense, but yeah, you're right. Kawhi Leonard has defense over Beal any day of the week.
I'm thinking more of James Harden just because he's a great one-on-one scorer. Maybe not as well, but you can't guard him one-on-one. You need help defense.
Oh, look at that. The Knicks and Atlanta battling 73-68.
Who you got coming out of there?
Me and you already talked about this, man. You said that,
That could go either way, but I'm thinking Atlanta pulls it out.
I don't know, man. Look at those. Look at the Knicks. I would like to see how that went with the quarters wise, because I always think that the game is won in the fourth quarter. But if a team goes off, I think sometimes in the first, a lot of times that team wins because the other team's consistently trying to get back in. They finally do. Timeouts called, stops the on fire streak, and the next thing you know, the other team can answer, which that's what Washington did when the Sixers were on fire. Timeout called. Next thing you know, it became like a 6-point game. What, did he pull up the quarters?
He did. I don't know where it went.
It's just
but it looked like the first quarter was 24-17 or something. Hawks.
No, did you catch?
Give me one moment. I'm trying to get it up quickly. Give me one moment.
Okay.
Pop-up
video. I love calling a pop-up video. I love his new mic, though, man. His new mic sounds great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. Well, we'll get you on that.
Yeah. Oh, 24-16.
Yeah, see, Atlanta went off, but then look at the Knicks. See that answer? That kind of squashes that.
Yeah.
I think in this game, the way I'd say, I'm not watching it. I'm just seeing the score.
Pop-up video.
Jesse Bell chimes in with the pop-up video. Oh, my God. All right, so basically, the only team I'm really afraid of is really the Nets and probably maybe two teams, the Bucks.
I don't think the Bucks. Bucks might not make it out that Miami game.
Didn't the Bucks win the first game?
Did they?
Look at that.
Oh, they did.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. How about them Lakers?
I saw it coming.
But do you think that that's just one game, and then after that, Lakers are going to find their stride?
Yes and no.
Yeah, the Bucks pulled it off.
The Lakers are going to come back crazy next game. I know that, but we got to see the extent of Chris Paul's injury.
Trash Lakers. Okay, Wade. I hope so. To be honest with you, Wade, I'm really, I
would love to see Phoenix beat LA. Oh my God.
Yeah, definitely. How about Dallas taking out the Clippers game one?
I think Dallas is going to beat them.
Doncic bowled out, man. He played well. Look at
Portland.
Brooklyn didn't even look good, and they beat Boston.
They don't need to look good, man. They got 3 of the top 5 players in the league.
You called that one right there, Portland.
I told you Portland's gonna be all over them.
All over them.
I don't think what's his face is playing. See if you can, Eric. See if you can pull up the stats of that game, the Portland-Denver series.
You know what I did notice about going back into the Sixers game? I know you were at work, Kai, so you really couldn't see fully what happened in that game, like detail-wise. Washington came at Embiid big time. They had Alex Len there that was consistently just trying to drive and dunk, lay it up, shoot, get fouled, and it worked. All the big men consistently were just all over Embiid, but then it was just too much. Wade chimes in on the show, and he says, LeBron flop. Come on, man. Get that shit out of here. The flop
Everybody
king.
flops, man.
The flop king. Yeah, but LeBron's
Everybody
flop
flops.
king. LeBron's definitely flop king.
You know who flop king is? Marcus Smart.
You were talking about that with me, and you were talking about when I was watching the Nets game and we were FaceTiming. Dude, Marcus Smart is.
He plays great defense, but he also flops all the time.
It just makes you angry, man. Every time something
makes me angry, and I'm sitting on my couch.
He cries. He's a crybaby. That's what he is.
Eric, see if you can pull up the player stats. I'm just trying to see if what's his face played.
Jamal Murray, yeah.
I don't think he's playing, but I could be wrong.
Well, in that case, that might be a sweep
of the team.
If Jamal Murray's not playing, dude, that's my God.
He'd be at the top if Jamal Murray was playing. He's not playing.
That's it for Dallas then. Not Dallas, Denver. If you're compared with the best, you shouldn't do that shit. Any sport.
That's fair.
I mean,
I don't like comparing them though. They're all just their own players.
There's a ton of floppers in the league. There's a ton.
He's one of the greats.
So back to the Sixers talk. I like the way that sounds. Tobias Harris going on for 37 points, 28 points at halftime.
Sheesh.
Did you think that Tobias Harris was capable of having his first game with the Sixers in this playoffs right now? This first game, just getting out there, having his playoff career high. He broke it at 35, and he ticked on another 2 free throws at the end of the game.
I don't think he expected it. I think after JoJo going out with foul trouble early, I think he was like, I have to do it.
Oh, he definitely did it, man. 37 points.
But to pull up this.
Well, we can also talk about Big Ben. I mean, everybody's going to talk about his missed free throws, obviously. But Ben balled out, man, with 15 assists, career high, 15 rebounds, career high in the playoffs.
Who?
Not bad, man. Not bad
at all.
You said Ben? Ben, 15 rebounds, 15 assists. And he played really good defense. And let's not forget Thibault, man. Forget about everything else. That guy was a nightmare.
My favorite Sixer. Favorite Sixer.
That is your favorite Sixer. So, I mean, looking at the stats here, Danny Green, 3 for 4 for 3-point land. Nice. Seth Curry was 3 for 9, but he made some key buckets. He definitely did. Ben actually took a 3. I was gonna talk to you about that. Ben,
did he make it?
Nah, not even close. It was I think it was the end of it was at the end of the second quarter going into halftime, and he just drove it down with like 4 seconds left, and it hit the side. I don't even know if it hit the rim, but
I'm not counting that crap.
It was a bad brick, dude. No, but he still got down there at the 3-point. I was like, Ben, pass the damn basketball.
No way. Throw that thing up.
Yeah, so it could be a miss. Ben was 0 for 1 from 3-point land. That's hilarious.
It's okay. It's right before the quarter ends, man.
I tell you what, it's crazy how Embiid I think he still got 30 minutes after being in foul trouble early. Yeah, look at that. He had 29-46.
Yeah.
9 of 16 shooting. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. 0 for 3 for 3-point land, but he was 12 for 13 as a center. As a center, shooting free throws. Didn't he lead the NBA in free throws per game? I think it was like 11 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 12 or 13.
So he's going to get his. Let me see the offensive rebounds there. Let's see.
He had 0.
Holy shit. Ben Simmons had 8 offensive rebounds?
Yep.
Wow. Damn.
That's wild.
I didn't even pay attention to that. You know what's crazy? Watching the game, they didn't even talk about that. They didn't even talk about the fact that this dude went 8 offensive rebounds, 7 defensive rebounds, and 15 assists. He could have had 0 points in that matter. You know what I mean? Like, dude,
right.
Seriously. Ben balled out, man. Besides not, besides not getting a double-digit score, and I think he still balled out.
I'll take it. 15 revs and 15 assists. I'll take it.
Well, I mean, sometimes rebounds is a padded stat, but in a playoff game,
not with 8 offensive though.
Not with 8 offensive, no.
No way. No way.
Embiid only had 6 rebounds.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing.
He was, man. First of all, he was trying
what
not
the Dwight doing?
Get called for a foul. Yeah, Dwight. He came in and he tried. I mean, he wasn't really a factor at all. In fact, when Embiid left the game, if Tobias Harris isn't going off like that, the Sixers taking an L. Put it that way.
What is Korkmaz doing?
Dude,
played for 5 minutes and did nothing?
I was screaming at the damn TV.
Yeah, you can throw him up there.
TV. Yeah, throw him up there. Go ahead, producer. The scoreboard pop-up video.
Scoreboard pop-up video.
He's got so many nicknames. Let me go to blue here.
Okay, I see you.
Let's go to yellow. There we go.
I'm not feeling the yellow, man.
It's like a regular light.
But I'm not feeling the yellow, man.
Let's go some orange for the Flyers.
Man, they're not even here today.
Green for the Eagles.
I'm with it.
Back to red.
Here we go. Some highlights.
Here we go. Some highlights. Here we go.
Take that. Toby with the easy floater. Berton's lighting us up.
Dude, he's a dangerous 3-point shooter.
Oh, my God.
Well, I mean, you're going to dunk on Shake Milton when you're like, what's that dude, like
7 feet
6'8",
tall?
6'9"? Yeah, Jesus Christmas.
7 feet tall.
Look at that. 3 guys on him. Let's go.
And 1.
I remember I was screaming, dude. I was worried about doing the show because I was losing my damn voice. Like, I was like it was such a great game. It was the best playoff game I've seen already. I've watched quite a few of them already, and I can tell you right now, they killed it. Sixers and the Wizards put on the show. This guy just
they're gonna
out.
Tobias is an animal. I need a black Thibault jersey so bad. If anybody watching knows where I can get one.
Here it is. Boom! Shakalaka. That's sick, dude. That's sick. Damn, I like these highlights. Good job, courtesy of TNT.
Bradley Beal.
It's funny. I was watching it on TNT first, and then Big Ben got that dunk, that putback, and the TNT announcers were just like, "Oh, nice dunk." Then I went back to on the Sixers on their network, NBC Sports, and I watched it, and I rewinded it, and they went nuts. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna keep watching NBC Sports. Sorry, TNT, but you guys shit the bed on that one.
You know what really makes me mad? I hate how all the NBA, like ESPN, NBA.com, they don't give the Sixers credit. Like I seen the thing today, it was like Sixers survived their game. They didn't survive. Yeah, it was close, but they won. Why they got to survive the game?
I mean, Big Ben missed 8 friggin' free throws. That hurt. So if you even let him make 4 of those, then 129 and 118 isn't surviving. Surviving. I mean, don't we all survive in games? Like, I swear to God, sometimes they just try to.
It's only the Sixers though. They're like survive.
We're from Philly. Nobody likes us, and we don't care. That's pretty much the Philly motto.
I feel the hate, man. It's all good.
Nice highlights. Thank you, Eric Moore. That was pretty damn good. I like seeing that. I mean, I watched the whole game, the whole act. I did not miss a beat on that.
I watched about 2 minutes of it right before halftime, and then that's all I could watch because I was busy.
You missed a really good game, man. You missed a good game.
Salty.
Embiid, for being in foul trouble and to score what he scored, yeah. And some of the moves he was doing, Hakeem Olajuwon, he looked like Hakeem the Dream. He looked like Kobe Bryant at times. He's got that baseline fadeaway down.
Yeah, he does. He's got the fadeaway down.
You know what he also does when he does that fadeaway? So damn big. He kicks his foot up.
Yeah.
So that knee's there. You have to like arch to block a 7-foot guy. Ain't happening.
You know who did that? You know who started that crap?
Who started it?
Dirk Nowitzki.
Dirk Nowitzki started that?
With that stupid. You remember his post fadeaway had that crazy knee up in the air?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do remember.
It was like 1-footed and he had the knee up. You can't block him. He's a 7-footer putting his knee up. You can't get close to him.
7 p.m. Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh, look at that. We're on ESPN after that on the 29th. Not bad. Look at that separation that they give these teams. A lot of time to relax, isn't there? A lot of time for preparation.
Should be every two days they're supposed to be playing. That's why I thought they were playing on Tuesday.
I mean, I would have hoped so. I would have hoped for that.
So I'm thinking Sixers win the next one. Probably another close one. And I think maybe the third we're gonna split the Washington home games. So we're gonna probably end up taking one of them. They're gonna take the other. I don't know which one. I'm gonna say they'll take 3. We take 4. That seems the most.
You see, the thing is I don't think that this series is gonna be as easy as a lot of people think, man.
No, it's gonna go. I think it's gonna go 6 games. We're gonna win 4-2, and unless the Sixers decide to blow a game, then we're gonna go Game 7.
Well, the thing that I'm worried about can Washington might be able to take 2 at their house, and then this goes 2-2 right away.
We can't let them take it. We can't let them take anything home. That's the problem.
See, the thing is they finished 17-6 in the last 23 games at the end of the year, and they had games where they scored 150 points, 125, 130. Yeah. They played good teams. Like they had a shootout against the Dallas Mavericks. Like this Washington team isn't the same team from the beginning of the year. This isn't the same team. Yeah, this isn't that same team at all. And there's so many Sixers fans out there that's just like, oh, we'll get them in 5 or we'll sweep them. Listen, you didn't look like you were going to sweep them in this game.
We're not sweeping them.
That shit came. Whether you it's funny when you look at the score and you see 125, 118. You think, easy win? No, it was not an easy win.
I don't think this is going to be easy series at all. I think they're going to win 2 games. Bradley Beal's going to eventually go off. I just hope it's one of his home games and he doesn't go off and steal one of our home games.
Well, you could tell that Washington was set out to go after Embiid. They wanted to get him in foul trouble. They wanted their centers to try to get some early points, to get some confidence in them. Alex Len had a hell of a first quarter, dude. I think Alex Len in the first quarter might have had like 10 or 12 points.
Dude, Alex Len is on that team?
Yes, Len is on that team. And
I don't remember. The last time I remember he was on the Suns.
Yo, can we talk about how the Philadelphia 76ers analysts commentary were just trashing Lopez? It was to the point where they're like, he's so goofy. I don't even think he knows what he's doing with the basketball when he gets it. It was bad.
He is goofy.
He has this weird shot to where if he sees your guard down, he's just so tall. He just goes quick little left hook. And they said he made the most in the NBA this year as far as like shooting like little hook shots.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, first of all, he's hot garbage.
Ooh.
He's not a great player at all.
No, his brother is way better.
86, 83. Look at the Knicks, man. But you see, these two teams I'm not worried about, man. It's basically the Sixers, I think Milwaukee, and the Nets that are coming out of the East. I don't think Miami is. I really don't.
I don't want to play Miami.
I don't want to play Miami either.
But I don't know if Milwaukee's beating Miami.
Well, they're up 1-0 now, so
yeah, but
I wish I could have watched that game. I really do. I really wish I could have watched that game.
I think I watched a little bit of it. What was it, yesterday?
I think so. I don't even know anymore, to be honest.
I think I watched a little bit of it.
Been doing mad research on the Sixers for this. It's funny because some people thought that the Sixers would come out flat. I thought they kind of came out playing pretty damn good until Embiid got in foul trouble.
Yeah, well,
you gotta think. Embiid is the leader of this team, obviously, like clearly the leader. And when he came back
overtime. Sorry, not to cut you off. It's overtime.
I don't care. They won.
It's an overtime win, man. That means they barely survived that. They should have been the one talking about surviving.
Yeah, that's a survival game, definitely.
That series is going to go 7 games, I think.
It's an entertaining. I tell you what, it's an entertaining. It's definitely an entertaining series at that. Let's see. By the quarter, Miami started out strong. It was kind of even. Then Milwaukee pulled it away in the second. An even third quarter, and then kind of an even fourth. And then OT, Milwaukee got away with it. Yeah, I mean, Miami did start winning the game at the beginning. That's sort of like almost like the 76ers score a little bit, like how the quarters went.
Yeah.
Except on the third quarter, the Sixers killed it, and that's where the game was won. Basketball sometimes can be like that, man. Sometimes basketball
is usually, well, I won't say usually, but third quarter is like the biggest quarter in a game.
Yeah.
It is the biggest quarter, for sure.
And then right there, look at Miami. They even outscored Milwaukee in the fourth to get to OT.
Look at Golden State. They're not in the playoffs anymore, but they're the best third quarter team in the league. They've been for years.
People were talking about how Allen Iverson won a playoff game with the team he had, and then they were trashing Kairi, saying that Kairi couldn't beat a Memphis Grizzlies team.
That Grizzlies team it's a young.
I mean, I kind of laughed at it. Don't get me wrong; it was funny that they were talking about that, but it is true though. It's like Curry doesn't have his main guy with him, Klay Thompson and shit, but I think he should have definitely been able to beat Memphis.
I don't think so.
You think Memphis is that good?
Memphis is a good team. They're just young.
Well, I think I don't know. I think personally, John Morant could have been defended a lot better than he was.
John Morant is a crazy team. Or a crazy player, I mean. Sorry. They have a crazy team.
You ready for this one? You ready?
No.
Come check out Old City Sports Network. That's www.oldcitysports.com. That's old spelled with an E. That was pretty damn good. I'm proud of myself on that one.
It was good, man.
Well, I mean, that's all we really got since we just talked all Sixers. We can end it by talking about the shows on the network. You want to pull that up, Eric? Push it at the bottom. But before that, though, I want to say one thing. Nobody, and I mean nobody, out there really supports Old City sports. You know, you got Devereaux Sports, you got Edge of Philly Sports, you got A2D Radio. I don't know who else you got, but apparently those are the big three. Those are the guys that look out for one another. Don't nobody look out for us. I come from Edge of Philly Sports. Yeah, maybe nobody knows that, or maybe they do. I left the show that I was on for 3.5 fucking years. A show that I paid to be on, even when I wasn't on it. A show that I brought back. My fucking idea. And what happens when I leave to try to start my own network, to become somebody, to be a host on my own show? I get zero fucking support. But a guy in Devereaux Sports, Pat Bernard, which we're cool, Pat. I have no beef with you. You befriend him more, defend his show more, push his product more than you push mine. But let this be known. When I make it big, when Old City Sports makes it big, because we are going to make it big, all you motherfuckers are going to know why you didn't support us. You're going to know why. You're definitely going to know why. And that comes straight from the heart. I defend every guy that's on my network. We're all good guys. We do not backstab anybody, even though I have a show called Backstabbers, if you want to go there. But basically, nobody supports us. No one. We even tried to share some A2D radio stuff. We tried to share some Devereaux Sports stuff. We tried to share our shows to other pages, and they're like, oh, no, we only support Edge of Philly. And I'm like, I thought we all ate at the same table. We eat the same sand, whatever kind of bullshit that is. So let it be heard. I almost forgot to say this. But nobody supports us. And guess what? It's all good. It's all good. We're here. We ain't going nowhere.
No, sir.
I'm talking on my motherfucking Yeti mic right now. You think I'm going somewhere? Nah, I ain't going nowhere. I care about my sound quality. I don't say every 2 fucking seconds. All right? That's Willy Gunz right there. So check out the other Old City Sports shows, Flyers Alley. That's a Flyers podcast hosted by Jesse Bell and co-host Wade Aruska Jr. We got the Three-Pointer, hosted by my man, Brent Clemmer. He also is on Dusty Buttes, hosted by Jesse Bell. And we have Backstabbers, hosted by yours truly and his co-host, Tony Styles, Stango, whatever the fuck you want to call him. You can catch those shows on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. And we always have Drop the Mic. That's our daily show, and that's with Brent Clemmer. So I'm Willy Gunz. Kai, you got anything to say?
I'm good, man.
Stay classy, Philly. That's Kairi Goins. And
yes,
we're out.
Get it.
Don't ruin it, Eric. Put the sound there. If there's no sound there, I know what song that is. I know what song it is. No one likes us. We don't care. No one likes us. No one likes us. No one likes us. We don't care. We're from Philly, fucking Philly. No one likes us, and we don't care.